Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and today I'm back to share with you all some more yarn stuff. Okay, so as you all know, I went to the Carolina Fiber Fest last week. It was March 24th and 25th in Raleigh, North Carolina, which isn't too far away from me. Me and my husband, we had a blast. We just made a whole day out of it, and we had a really good time. But before I get into all of the Carolina Fiber Fest goodness, I would like to share a few other things with you all. I do have a work in progress. I was hoping to have a finished project by this video, but yeah, it's just, I still need to do like 12 rows on it, and you know, I just didn't have time to finish it before filming the video, but most of it is done. So no finished projects. I know I've been working on this project, like just focusing on this one project, because you know, I get so far, then I make a mistake and I rip back, and yeah. So let me go ahead and show you all what I've been working on. Alright, so I have been working on the Ingot Cowl by Lisa Much. See, I have a picture of it. That is, well, let's see. I don't know how much it's going to show. Let's see. Do I have a better picture? No, I don't. Let's see if that one's a little bit better. Okay, that one's showing a little bit better. But, there we go. That is the cowl. And yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So that is the cowl that I am making. And, yeah, it's really nice. And I will leave a link in the description box below as to where you can find that pattern. It is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry. And I showed a little bit of it to you all last week. But the yarn that I'm using is Oat Knit yarn in her gray bonfire colorway. There's the yarn. And there's some beautiful colors in there. Beautiful yarn. And this is actually my second skein of this yarn. And it is a superwash merino, 280 yards each, 100 grams. And that's the label, in case you're interested. It's one of those I'm not going to focus days, I see. There we go. There we go. It's a very sunny day today, which is nice because I'm over the cold weather. But here is the cowl. And it's a really long cowl, but it's meant to kind of like drape over your shoulders. And there are a few mistakes, but I'm letting it go. I'm just keep moving. But the yarn is gorgeous. And I love the detailing on it. But yeah. So it's going to be fantastic. And I don't even really know if it will need to be blocked because it's getting pretty huge. And I'm using, let's see, what size are these? I'm using size 11 Chia Goo needles. And a number 11 is a 8mm. So that's what I'm using. And I bought another set of needles because my bind off seems to be a little tight sometimes, so I went up a few sizes, and I'm going to use those needles when I do the bind off, and I will share with you all those needles that I bought in just a moment. But yes, this is the ingot cowl, and I'm absolutely loving it, and it is really, really big. Really, really big. Okay, so that's my ingot cowl. Now, the next thing I want to share with you all is my spinning. Yeah, super excited about spinning. I went and got a lesson from Shelly of Knit Yarns at her store, and let's see, the spindle that I'm using, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this, so I'm just going to let you look at it. There we go. Now we're joining the party. But here it is, and it's great. So while I was there, Shelly gave me a little bit of, I feel a sneeze coming on. I have been battling this weird sinus allergy thing, so if my voice sounds a little weird, that's where it's coming from. But hopefully I can get through this video without sneezing. Okay, so while I was there, Shelly gave me some scrap yarn to work with, and I do believe it is superwash merino roving. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And here's what I've done so far. She just gave me like a really small piece of, scrap fiber to use, but here it is. Beautiful purple colors, purple and blue. And yeah, I did that. So, really excited about it. And it's pretty even. I do have a few thick and thin spots in there, but I'm really, really enjoying it. So, that's my spinning. That's my practice spinning. And now that I feel confident with this spinning, I'm now confident enough to try the real deal, which is this yarn that I bought, and it is oat knit yarn. It's 3.6 ounces superwash merino roving. It's a sunny, sunny day. Here we go. So yeah, and it is super soft, super soft. So I'm really looking forward to using this. And even though it's just like, scrap yarn, I just feel like showing it off. Like, I can't believe I'm spinning. Yeah, so cool. So that is that. Alright. Oh yeah. So I've been really busy. I have gotten back into my sewing mojo. Like, I have just been on this project bag kick. So I've been a little busy. And I've been keeping my ingot cowl in this project bag. So I'm going to put it back. Cram it all in there. Okay, so here is my project bag that I made. And I haven't sewn in a while. I mean, I've made some pillows and I've made some other project bags for myself, but, never really showed them off or anything. But here's my project bag. Beautiful purple fabric. with a little tab and white thread and a white zipper. And this can hold a lot. Like at one point I had my ingot project and a full skein and like a half skein in this one bag, plus my needle and my stoppers, my knitting needle stoppers. So yeah, all of that in there. And then the other one I just made yesterday. I made this bag. Here it is. And this one has a longer handle, so you can hold it like so. And it's polka dots. And it is lined. The other one is lined as well, but it's lined with the same fabric. See, it's lined on the inside. But this one has a red zipper with orange thread, and it's polka dot inside. And right now I am housing some Barocco yarn. I am thinking of a crochet shawl that I would like to make. I've been really wanting to use this blue and yellowish gold Barocco vintage yarn that I have. So we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, this is my bag. And it's really, really cute. And so I've been really enjoying using these. They're great to have. Alright, let's see what else. Oh, yes. Now for my purchases. I have been buying a few things. Mainly I've been trying to like hold off until the Carolina Fiber Fest, but I've been buying a few essentials. I did go to Hobby Lobby and I bought these jumbo point protectors. It's saying that these are the small kind, but they're really big. And as you can see, I was using those with my ingot cowl because, like, you never want to lose your stitches, but especially when you are knitting in the round, I'm telling you, you don't want to lose that. Especially if you're doing any type of intricate lace work, you don't want to lose, you know, where your stitches are. So these are what I like to use. They're Clover brand. I got them from Hobby Lobby. And also I got these, which are the small point protectors. And let's see. Okay, these here are for knitting needles 11 through 15, which is 8 millimeters to 10 millimeters. And these are Susan Bates, and these are for needle sizes 0 to 8 US or 2 to 5 millimeters. That's those. And I haven't used these yet, but I am excited to use them. So it'll be great to use both of these. And as I mentioned earlier, I did have to go up, in order to do the bind off for the ingot cowl, I needed to go up a bigger knitting needle size. So of course I got another pair of Chia Goos. And these are 24-inch cable, size 15, which is a 10 millimeter. So that's those. And so I could have went up to like a size 13 because I already have a pair of size 13 knitting needles, but I wanted to do a really big stretchy bind off because when it comes to binding off, for some reason, like my tension is like uber tight and I don't know why. So I went up like 4 knitting needle sizes just to make sure that I got that right. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now let's get to the fun stuff. Okay, gotta get myself situated. Alright, so now let's get to all the damage that I did at the Carolina Fiber Fest. Alright, so let's see, there's no particular order. I think I actually have these lined up in the order that I bought them. But anyway, the first yarn that I bought, it's kind of a funny story about this one. So here it is. And it is called Speckle Sunset. It's 280 yards, worsted weight, and it's 100% superwash merino. And it is made by Knits for Comfort. And she has an Etsy shop as well. But here's the yarn. So, funny story about this yarn is I picked up this one. And then I walked around the festival and I just had it on my mind. And I was like, I remembered that there was another skein of this because there was only two and I just got one. And I was like, I have to make a beeline back to that booth to get the other skein. So that's what I did. I have two skeins of Speckle Sunset. And the great thing about going to the festival with my husband is that he encourages me to like step outside of my comfort zone. And I like purple. We all know that. I love purple. Anything with purple. It could be purple and blue, purple and green, purple and yellow. It doesn't matter as long as there's purple in it. But like honestly, I did not get much purple at this festival. I was really, really shocked. But I got this yarn. It's completely new for me. And yeah, it's gorgeous. Look at the speckles. Yeah, it's fantastic yarn. And here's the card. The owner is Jennifer Lawlord. Hope I'm not getting that wrong. Sorry, Jennifer. But she's a knitter, spinner, dyer, and owner. Boss lady. But here's her card. Yeah, I think you can see it there. Whoops. But yeah, it's Knit for Comfort by Jennifer Lawlor, I believe. That's how you say it. So that's that. Then the next booth I went to was the Cozy Colorworks booth. And I'm trying to do better with my yarn choices and the quantity that I get. Because a lot of times, like, when I go yarn shopping, I'll buy just like one skein of worsted. And usually those skeins have no more than 200 or like 218 far as yardage in them. And so it's good to buy more than one. There's not a whole lot you can do with 200 yards of worsted. So I bought two. And once again, this is totally out of my comfort zone. But I saw this and I just like, I was like, I have to have it. I mean, as they say, it just had to come home with me. I don't know, it just spoke to me. But this is called Royalty. That's the name of the color. And this is the light version. And there we go. And there's also a darker version of this as well, you know, if you want to check out their website. But they're called Cozy Colorworks. And this is hand-dyed superwash merino. It's approximately 200 yards of worsted weight. And it's between 4 and 4.5 ounces of yarn. And it's just so pretty. Yeah. Cozy Colorworks. And I have a card. The dyer her name is Sandy Anderson. And she specializes in hand-spun Agora yarn and hand-dyed merino yarn. This is her card. That's her card. And that's her information. And yeah, everybody has a website or an Etsy page. So if you just search, you'll be able to find these wonderful, talented people. Okay, so the next booth that I went to, this one's kind of funny as well, because it was the Twisted Fiber studio, and like their booth was packed. I literally like went to them, waited, couldn't get in because they basically had like fingering weight on one side, and then they had like their DK weight at another booth on the other side. So yeah, I was trying to get in. I finally get in, and then I can't decide what I want. Ridiculous. So I first picked up this beauty. Look at that. And this is, I'm probably going to butcher this, but Natuntahala DK weight, and it's called Under the Sea. It's 100% superwash merino, 115 grams, 250 yards, and yeah, it's awesome. And like I said, it is by Twisted Fiber Studio. Here we go. Yeah, Twisted Fiber Studio. And there's the front. Really pretty colorway. So what's so funny about it is that I bought this one, and as I was checking out, I was looking back at the yarn, which you shouldn't do, and I noticed another colorway that I just could not leave with. So I picked up this one, and this one is the Lakeside colorway. That is the Lakeside colorway, but the yarn is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. And one of the ladies that worked there was nice enough to give me the name of the pattern that they had a sample pattern shawl that was in their booth that, you know, I think she caught me eyeing it, and she wrote it down for me, and it is the Quaker Yarn Stretcher by Susan Ashcroft. I can't wait to try this pattern. But there's their card. There we go. Twisted Fiber Studio. And once again, that's what I got from them. Beautiful colorways. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. So that's that one. And that one. Okay. So gorgeous. Yeah. Alright, so the next one, well, let me skip one. Let me skip over this one. I'm actually jumping ahead of myself because while I was waiting for Twisted Fibers to open up, I decided to go to another booth, the next booth. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to wait forever for that booth to open. So I'm just going to go to another one and then come back to Twisted Fibers. Well, I can't remember the name of this booth, which is awful because I tried to pick up a card from all of them. I think I do have a card. Hold on. Yes, I do have a card from them. I do believe this is a couple, Lisa and Robert Mackey, and they own the Friends and Fiberworks yarn store in Chandler, North Carolina. So here's their card. And this is the booth that I went to. And I got this. I have always wanted to try James C. Brett Marble Chunky. I watch, like, I watch some of the UK, you know, YouTubers, and one that I watch in particular is Zoe from 24 Karat Crochet, and she's always going on about this James C. Brett Marble Chunky, and I've always wanted to try it. So here it is. And it's really big, like super big. Look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. And it's huge, but it is beautiful. 200 grams. It is 341 yards, 312 meters, and it is 100% acrylic machine washable. It's so soft. So soft. So after I bought this, and then I went back to Twisted Fibers, and I got the 2 Twisted Fiber ones. And before I show you my very last skein of yarn, because it's kind of a funny story, there was an artist that was there at the Carolina Fiber Fest, and his name is Ken O'Neill. And he does these beautiful, beautiful portraits of like yarn related artwork. Not all of it's yarn related, but a lot of it is. And I had actually looked him up on the internet before going to the festival, so I knew that I wanted to see his booth. But I did purchase this from him. You ready? Is that not just amazing? This is one of his prints, and it is called Earl of Shetland, and it is autographed on the back. Well, it's autographed, you know, but yeah, like, I loved it. My husband loved it because it was blue, but that's just incredible. And it is called Earl of Shetland. Just beautiful. I can't wait to put this up somewhere, because I love artwork, and this is just amazing. Like, I can't stop showing it off, but absolutely incredible. I definitely want some more of his stuff. Definitely want some more. But yeah, so I got that, and then let's see, so I got that, and I have a whole lot more yarn to show, and I'm just kind of like trying to get it all together here. Okay, so there was 2 more booths that I went to before I left, and I'm going to skip over one and go to the booth that I went to very last. So, Jeremy and I were leaving. I was like, I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out of here. I'm just going crazy. I've got yarn fumes. I'm just going crazy over yarn fumes. I've got to get out of here. So, on the way out, I stopped by Hillside Farms. They're in 4 Oaks, North Carolina. And I got this nice little calendar magnet from them. But yeah, I stopped by their booth. Well, Actually, I walked past it. So I was on my way out and I could see this very unique, peculiar yarn on the very end of their booth. And I was like, that's interesting. And I walked by it. I turn around, I look at it. And I was like, no, I've got to go. I go back and I look at it one more time. I walk all the way back to the booth. I look at it and I'm like, no, I'm not going to get it. So I walk off. Then as I'm walking off, I'm like, no, I have to get it. So I turn around, walk all the way back to the booth, and I pick up this yarn. It is the most unique color combination I've ever seen in yarn. But yeah, so here it is. Boom. Look at that. It's so unique that when I was being rung up for the yarn, the lady, I assume she's the dyer, she was like, make sure you tag me on some kind of social media, you know, hit me up on Facebook, because she was just like so curious about this yarn and how it was going to work up and how is people going to like it. And I said, definitely, when I make something out of this yarn, I'm definitely going to, you know, let you know via Facebook what I've done with it. But it is the Hillside Farms. And it is a wool blend. It is 80% Cormo wool, C-O-R-M-O, Cormo wool, and 20% nylon, and it's 250 yards. Yeah, I've never felt yarn like this before. Smells good. But here's the yarn. Is that not interesting? Like, I don't know, I'm excited about it. It's so different. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the damage was not over. Okay, so I did, I went to another booth because even though this is my local yarn store, I had to buy some yarn from Opening Yarn. I mean, like, it just wouldn't be right at all. So I had to go buy it. And plus, like, Shelly's booth was ginormous. It like took up the whole backside of the festival. So of course it just kept staring at me, and I just had to go look at it. So I'm gonna share with you all what I bought. This was the one purple thing that I got. Yeah, can you believe it? Look at that. This is called Purple Possible. And this is just the most luxurious yarn like ever. It is Jasper Silk Yak DK. It's 231 yards, 100 grams, and it is 65% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 15% yak. I'm telling y'all, this is just the most awesome. It just feels so wonderful. And so let me go ahead and show you all the yarn. And it's called Purple Possible. Look at the speckles on that yarn. I mean, that is just incredible. Absolutely love it. Just, it feels so great. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably make a cowl or something, but it just feels amazing. I'm definitely going to make a cowl because I want this like close on my neck. And while I was there, I did pick up a few other things. I did pick up 2 hanks of her Feeling Dapper colorway on her Lala Super Bulky base. And it's 76 yards or 100 grams. And it is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. Pretty. It kind of reminds me of like UNC, because I don't know if you're into the whole like college basketball thing. This color just kind of reminds me of UNC a little bit. But yeah, I got 2 of these. And it feels great. Yeah. I've already knitted a shawl. No, it was a scarf in her. Was it the Lala Bulky? No, it was her other bulky. But anyway, I just know that it's going to be great. And speaking of bulky, I did buy this as well. And she is, I don't know if the sale is still going on, but she was doing like a $5 off of the Lala. Any of her bulky weights, she was doing that. I don't know if it's still going on. But she is having a 30% off sale on all of her yarn on the Elle's Yarn Stash. I think it's her Elle's Yarn Stash Etsy page, I believe. She's slowly putting stuff on there, but everything's like 30% off. But anyway, this colorway is called Casual. And you may be looking at it like, we've already seen that before. Well, that's because I already have a skein. So now I have 2. Let's see. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And once again, it's just one of those yarns that's out of my comfort zone, but I saw it and it was just so nice. It was just so nice to me. So I got that. And then I also picked up this yarn here. And this is her Fireworks colorway. And it is on her Sparkle DK. I believe that's Prina Sparkle DK. And it's 230 yards, 100 grams. It's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% sparkle Selena. And I have 2 of these now. So I'm definitely going to make something pretty out of these. Yeah. And last, but certainly not least of this haul, is I picked up some Sparkle DK, 230 yards, 100 grams, and it is 75% merino, 20% silk, and 5% stellina. Silk and stellina together. Awesome. So here's the yarn. And this one looks familiar as well, because I have another one from a previous purchase. So now I have 2. And now I can make something really, really pretty. And I'm not much of a pink person. Like, I like pink, but I don't, like, I like purple more. But this pink just spoke to me. Oh, like, am I becoming a pink person? A pink girl? So yeah, that is all the yarn that I have. I'm just double checking. Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Like, so much yarn, just so much yarn. And it was great. I totally went over budget. Totally. But not by too much. Not by too much, but I totally went over budget. So that was my yarn. And also, while I was there, I met some amazing people. One person that I met, his name is Knitting Daddy on Instagram. Really nice guy. Shout out to all the men out there who crochet or knit or do any type of yarn related activity. Yeah, because, you know, it's not many guys out there that you know is into yarn. So I thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, so he's Knitting Daddy on Instagram, and he makes these really cute clothes, you know, I think for like his daughters, or yeah, really talented. And also, while I was there, I got recognized, which was so weird to me, because I mean, you know, I know that I have quite a few subscribers, and I'm so grateful for all of you. But I mean, I didn't think that, you know, I would get recognized. Like, I mean, I'm not that popular. But I don't know, it was just weird. But anyway, so I was walking along with my husband, and somebody yelled out, "Queen's Yarn Boutique." And I was like, you know, like startled. And so I met a very nice lady. Her name is Derica. Hello, Derica. I hope I'm saying that right. But her Instagram is Woolsbling, WOOLZ, like bling, BLING on Instagram. But yeah, so it was just so nice to meet her. I was startled at first. I hope I wasn't weird. But I did go back and I got her name, and yeah, it was really great meeting a subscriber. It was awesome. So hello again, Derica. Thank you so much for saying hello. Thank you. Yeah, so that was really great. And I'm looking at my notes because it was so much that went on. I didn't want to forget anything. I did get something in the mail. I got my new Knit Picks catalog, which I'm excited about. This is their spring 2017, and it's got some good stuff in here. I really hadn't had a chance to like really go through everything, but while I was glancing, I saw some stuff in here that I really liked. Like this cardigan here. That is so nice. Like, I would love to make that. And there's a lot of great sweater patterns in here. Really good books. Knit Picks has really good books. And there's shawl patterns in there. But let me get to... oh. Socks. I'm not knitting socks yet, but we shall see. And they have some really cute knitting bags. I really like that purple one, of course. But yeah, really great stuff in here. They have some really nice sweater patterns in there. In their Swish yarn. Oh, and this one, look at that one. That's incredible. Like, I'm not on that level of knitting yet. No. But there is one shawl that I liked that I definitely want to try making. It's this one here. That orange, red, and yellow one. Let's see. It's called the Meandering Lace Shawlette. Yeah. I definitely want to try making that. So, we shall see. Alright, so that is almost everything. But yeah, that's all that I want to show you all. But I did want to share one more thing with you all. I just wanted to give a big thank you to, I don't know her name, but her Ravelry name is Where Am Me Knitting? Yeah. Oh, I'm so silly. It's Where Am I Knitting? Oh my gosh. But the name of her Ravelry is called Where Am I Knitting? and she sent me a gift pattern, one of Erin Donahue's patterns. She also has a YouTube channel as well. And yeah, so she gifted me this pattern, and it is the Down the Rabbit Hole pattern. And she sent me a little message. She said, "This gift serves two purposes. Thank you for your podcast and to help the designer Erin Donahue financially support her nephew Seth fight brain cancer." And I think his name is Seth Botari. She says, "I'm pretty sure you'll love this shawl pattern." And I believe the YouTube channel is Gimme Yarn 418. Yes, that is Erin's YouTube channel. So yeah, that was really, really nice. Thank you so much. Where Am I Knitting? Thank you very, very much for this. I look forward to making that shawl, and just thank you so much for doing something nice and just paying it forward. And there are more Erin Donahue designs on her Ravelry page if you want to help out, if you just want to take a look at them. And so yeah, it is called the Down the Rabbit Hole shawl. And I know that Sheepishly Sharing, Margaret from Sheepishly Sharing, she made one or two, but yeah, she also has made this Down the Rabbit Hole shawl. Alright, so, okay. Alright, so that really is it this time. Thank you all so much for watching and just taking some time to hang out with me and talk about yarn. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. And as usual, you all can find me on Instagram and Etsy and Ravelry, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot in my Etsy shop, but I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna get better at that. But yeah, so until next time, bye.